Just a minute, just hold on. Okay, fine. What has happened in the last class? What all topics we covered in the last class here? I think we finished. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So I think in the last class we finished your inverse concept.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So today we'll go for the next topic. So just one set, just a minute. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think my voice is clear. If it is disturbance, just tell me. So I think bold is also visible clearly. Is it fine till here? Is it visible, audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, fine. Yes, yeah, listen here. So we have finished your inverse Laplace in the last class, right? So we went through with simple, real, complex term, as along with that multiple root, and last class we did, I think, complex conjugate roots. So any doubts, anyone till there? And I told syllabus for the first internal, resonance completely will be there, okay? And from your Laplace chapter, Laplace, properties and problems on properties. So there is no concept of inverse Laplace for the first internal. Am I clear with the syllabus for the first internal to everyone? Yes, sir. Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Yeah, today actually two more topics left out in this model number 4. One is waveform representation and one more is called your circuit design. So they will ask you to get the Laplace for the circuit, right? So I told you we'll keep the waveform representation at the end. So we'll try to finish your networks analysis using Laplace concept today, right? So for this, the major concept you should understand is applying your KVL. So Kirchhoff voltage law. So I told you now first model. So in brief, I will just overview that KVL today. So if you understood KVL, then only you can solve the problems based on network, electrical network of Laplace. They will give electrical network and they will ask you to find the Laplace for this. So to solve that type of problem, you should be having awareness about your KVL, okay, Kirchhoff voltage law. So we'll deal that today. We'll try to understand what to apply a KVL for a given electrical network. Then I will try to solve the problem based on that in the electrical network. So if you finish that topic, that will cover almost 30 marks. So remaining 8 to 10 marks is from your waveform representation. So that will keep aside. So that will keep at the end. So we'll try to understand KVL today. Okay. So I hope everyone know what is the meaning of KVL. Just look at what I'm writing. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If it is not full screen, you just pin to my name. It will show you full screen desktop or your mobile phone. You can see a full view. Right. So as we know, KVL stands for Kirchhoff voltage law. I think we discussed earlier in the introduction class. So you can call this as mesh analysis. So you can call the KVL as mesh analysis. See, before going for this two, we should have a simple concept called as network. So I think we have discussed what is the meaning of network and network analysis. So what is the meaning of network here? What is the meaning of network? How will you define a network? Network means what? Forgot? We did the introduction class. Network means what here? It's a closed path, right? So wherever you have a closed path, I can call it as a network. Correct now? Do you remember we discussed about this? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Yeah. Before going for this the exact KVL logic, so we'll just represent one network for you. So in that, we'll know what is the meaning of branch. We'll try to understand what is the meaning of junction, what is the meaning of mesh, what is the meaning of loop. Okay. So just look at this, just a simple example for a network. So I'm writing here. Okay. So assume that this is a given network. So you don't worry about the values here. Need not to worry about the values. Okay. So what you should be worrying? You should be worrying about the things what I told. So from this point. So is it visible what I wrote here? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So from this, we need to know some logics. So I'll just mark here A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. So from this, can you tell me how many nodes you have? Number of nodes? How many nodes you have? I hope you remember what is the meaning of nodes. Nodes means what? A point at which two branches are going to meet. Say, can I call this A as a node? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So I can call B also as a node. C also a node. D also node. E also node. Now tell me, can this F is a node or not? Do you think this F is a node now? Yeah, I'm asking you people. Do you think F is a node?
No, sir.
See why you told no? Look at here. From A and E, in between this, there is just a supply. There is no RLC element. If there is no RLC element, it is just like a wire connection. So whenever you look at here, if this was not there, then again, I could have not taken this also as a node, right? So since resistor is there, I took this D as a node. But here, so this A to E is just one terminal. There is no extra RLC element. So whenever you come across such kind of things, just make sure, right? Make sure the nodes clearly. Am I clear? So how many nodes do you have now? How many nodes?
Five.
Five.
5 nodes. Right. So after knowing a node in the electrical network, then comes the branches. How many branches you have? So branch means two or more node connected to a single point, or two or more connection is called as a branch. two or more nodes. Two or more node connection is called as a branch. Yeah. How many branches you have? So can I call this as one branch?
4
There is
branches,
a
sir.
connection between A, node B. In between two nodes, if there is a connection, that is called as a branch. Can I call this as a branch now? Everyone agree? So AB is one branch. Getting here?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, BC is one more branch. CD is one more branch. Now question comes. Do you think ED is a branch?
No, sir.
No, sir.
ED
No, sir.
is not a branch because it is just a wire connection. I hope you're getting now how to debug the things. Everyone? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now tell me and conclude me how many branches you have.
4 branches.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Agree? Everyone agree? So can call number of branches are 4. So any doubts anyone how to judge nodes and branches clearly? See, this is a concept you're going to learn from the first module. Since we need some basics of this to be understood in the Laplace, I am teaching you this now only. That's all, nothing else. Is it fine? So any doubts anyone how to analyze nodes and branch for me? Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So next we'll go with junction. Junction. So junction means two or more branch joined together. I'll repeat. Junction means two or more branch joined together. So from this, can you tell me how many junctions you have? How many junctions?
3,
Two
sir.
junctions.
How much?
2.
2.
Which are those?
A, B, C, and
Pardon? Repeat.
A, B,
Which are
C,
those?
C, D.
Junction. Look at here.
B and C, sir.
B and C, sir.
See, this is the point where I have more than two branch connection, correct? Yes or no? So this point as well as this point. Agree? Everyone? So you just tell me, can I take C as a junction now? C is a junction. C is a junction. It should have more than two. See, if there is one more connection like this, then can you consider C as a junction? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So I hope you got the difference between this part now. So from this I can write two junctions are there. Am I clear? Am I clear? Everyone, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So still anybody doubts how to debug nodes, branches and junction? You can ask me. Otherwise, let me proceed. Is it fine? Is it fine till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So after knowing node, branch, junction, then comes is mesh. Mesh, how many mesh you have in this network? So before that, what is the meaning of mesh means? Mesh means it's a closed path. I'll repeat, mesh means a closed path. See, if it is closed path, then only there is a flow of current or flow of electrons takes place. Agree? Everyone? Mesh means it's a closed path. So now tell me how many mesh you have?
Sir, A, B, E,
2 mesh.
2 meshes.
Number of meshes are
B,
2,
C,
correct?
D,
Good.
and A, B.
Yeah, can you designate with the names? I have given name there. A closed loop is called as a mesh.
A, B, E, F, A.
B, E, and A. See, always remember, whenever you talk with respect to mesh, starting point, ending point should be same. Then only it is called as a closed path. Agree? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if I take starting point as A, then I will trace with B. E, and again I'm going to end at A only. So can I call mesh 1? So your number of meshes are 2 as you told. So mesh 1, right here itself. So mesh 1 is called as A, B, E and A. So starting point and ending point both should be same. Understood everyone? So can you tell me one more mesh? Mesh 2?
B, C, D, E, B.
D, E, B.
So mesh 2 is called as starting point B, trace it, C, D, E, B. So is it fine now? Starting point, ending point is called as a mesh. So from this example, number of meshes are 2. I hope everyone understood what is the meaning of mesh now. Am I clear? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So any
Yes.
doubts means you can ask. See, this is very important topic from now onwards. A complete syllabus, model 1, 2 and 5 two-port network consisting of your mesh analysis like this only. So mesh is done.
Sir, the junction repeat, sir, junction part.
Which one, ma?
Sir, junction, sir.
Junction. Junction means more than 2 branches joining together. More than 2 branches. So you hope you got branch means what, right? So branch means
Yes, sir.
a connection between the nodes. Correct? This is called as a branch. So if I say junction, more than 2 branch. So this point I can't take more than 2 branch, correct? That is why we didn't
Yes, sir.
judge A as a junction. We took B as a junction because you have connection here, connection here, connection here. So is it more than 2 branch? Agree?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
same way E also, right? Here connection, here connection, here connection. So that's why we took B and E as a junction, not your C, D and E. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, good. So mesh analysis. So you got to know from this example, you have 2 mesh. Now the last is loop. So the loop, what is the meaning of a loop? After knowing mesh, so last point you should be aware is loop. Yeah.
Sir, in which direction we are taking the voltages current?
That is left to you. You can assume your own. That I will tell. About direction part we will discuss later. So now for analysis of loop, you can take whatever things you want. It's your wish. Whether current is entering, current is leaving, it's left to you. It's our assumption. See, whenever we analyze any network, I will assume clockwise also, or I can assume anti-clockwise also. At the end stage, if we get the current as positive, I will tell that what assumption we made, that is correct. If you get negative current, it doesn't mean the current is negative. The assumption what we have made is reverse direction, so that should be changed. If you take clockwise, if you get negative current, you make it as anti-clockwise, you will get positive current. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah, loop, last part, loop. Loop means what? Okay, let me tell you. See, loop is also a mesh. Loop is nothing but also a mesh, but only change is, for the same example, we told that you have 2 mesh, right? So I will tell number of loops are 3. I will tell number of loops are 3. So I'll repeat, mesh and loop both are same. Like mesh, loop is also a closed path. Okay. So I can take this as loop 1, this as loop 2. Then where is loop 3? Look at here. From here, trace outer boundary. The outer boundary is called also as one loop. Now the question comes, why I can't take that outer boundary as a mesh? Can anyone tell me what is the answer?
Sir, it is
So
not
what I
close.
told? Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
not
Bhaskar?
close. But it is not close.
It's also closed, right? A, B, C, D, E and A. I told loop is also a mesh, a closed path. So we didn't take A, B, C, D, E, A as a mesh because that is called as a loop. Always remember, inside loop I can have n number of meshes. I'll repeat, inside a loop. So this outer box is a loop. inside that you can have n number of closed path, that is called as meshes. But you can't take the outer part as a mesh because that is acting as a complete network connection of outer boundary, or I can tell this is a boundary, a surrounding boundary. That name we are going to call it as loop. Inside that loop you can have n number of closed path called as meshes. So now is it fine first of all what I told with this mesh and loop, everyone? Everyone? Am I clear with mesh and loop?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it fine? So any closed path is called as mesh also, is called as loop also. But whenever you differentiate, make sure inside loop mesh is there or inside mesh loop is there now. Yeah. Inside loop mesh is there or inside mesh loop is there.
Inside loop mesh is there, sir.
It's a mesh, sir.
Correct? So always remember meshes are lying inside your loops. Okay. So from this example, we told two mesh and we concluded there are three loops. Three loops. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you should make sure that if you divide the loops, it should not be a further mesh. For example, if I take A, B, C, D, E, A. So inside that itself, two meshes are already covered. So no need to tell that outer boundary as a mesh. So I hope from this simple example, you got the difference between nodes, branch, junction, mesh and a loop. Am I clear with this to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So after knowing this, so now let me come back to your KVL concept. So let me come back to your KVL concept. So in this KVL or KCL or the first three modules mainly deals with this logic, right? Ultimate goal is what? To find the power. Correct now? See, whichever network you are going to analyze, ultimate goal is what? To find how much power loss has occurred. So to find this power loss, what you should have? To find the power, what you should have?
Voltage
Load.
parameters.
One is load, current or voltage. And as your friend told, load also, this will be given. So to find how much power loss has occurred in the network, load you are going to place. But the main things I want is current and voltage. Agree? Is it fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is what you are doing. You are performing finding of current, that is called as your KVL. You are performing finding of voltage, that is called as your current law. So if you find the currents, that is called as mesh analysis. So inside a mesh, what is the current flow? Using current flow, I can check what is the power. So ultimate goal comes to this only. This is the ultimate agenda. So to find this, these two are important. So you got when you will use KCL, when you will KVL, first of all, first point. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now let me come back. Yeah, so listen carefully. Whenever any network is given for you, it may consisting of only resistor or it may consisting of your RLC element. Okay. So how it is going to be differentiate, that we will deal later when we deal from first module. Now how much required for this particular Laplace, that much I will teach you, right? So listen here. So I will just differentiate you independent and dependent symbol representation. So if you say independent source, so the source representation will be done in a circle in this fashion. This is voltage. Similarly, I can represent voltage. So this is called as representation of independent voltage source. If it is a current source, representation will be like this. So maybe clockwise, direction, reverse, or like this. So this is for voltage representation. This is for your current representation. Am I done till here? Any doubts, anyone? Is it fine? See, if I write straight away a network, then you should be having awareness, right? Whether the given supply is AC or DC. So for that purpose, I am just telling you in brief, independent voltage source, how it looks in network, and independent current source, how it looks in network. Am I done? Is it done till everyone, till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Similarly, dependent, see, dependent will be like a diamond symbol or a rhombus. So you can see a simple representation. Again, in dependent, you have 4 different types that we will deal later. So current dependent current source, current dependent voltage source, voltage dependent current source, current dependent current source. That we will keep aside. Only thing you remember, a symbol representation for both voltage and current. So this much you remember for time being. Remaining we will deal in detail later. So am I done? The difference between your representing a voltage source with respect to independent and dependent. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So then I will teach you now how to apply your KVL, right? So let me consider a simple example. So I'm considering a network now. So analyze the thing carefully, everyone. Okay. Listen now. So this will be given in the question itself. The supply voltage and the value of your resistor. So units are important. So assume that this is a given electrical network. They will ask you to apply mesh analysis. So they will ask you to apply mesh analysis. So what all things you need to do? Just listen carefully. So circuit is visible clearly to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Listen, see, whenever you find any type A, B,
Sir, not a,
yeah. Repeat here, what you told?
we can't hear you properly.
Am I audible now? Just one second. Yeah, now check out. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So A, B, C. That's all. Only that 3 are called as nodes. Do you have any where else nodes are there? How many nodes do you have? I have marked A, B, C. That's all. Or do you have one more also?
One more, sir.
So
One
is
more.
it clear? Agree?
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So do you want here also I should take one more node and here also I should take one more node? Is it needed?
No, sir.
Understood now how to mark the nodes? So whenever you find the things, missing things in network, see few times in the question they will only give like this, or you should be able to do this. So A, B, C, D, 4 nodes are there. Okay. So from this, how many branches you have? Tell me.
3 branches, sir.
So 1, 2, and 3. Correct? Okay. Next junction.
One.
One,
Good.
sir.
Only one junction, that is B. Don't think D is a junction. No, there is no RLC element here. Is it fine, everyone? So how many mesh?
Yes, sir. 2 meshes.
So mesh
2
1,
meshes, sir.
mesh 2, and how many loops?
2, sir.
Loops.
3, sir.
Three.
3, sir.
So I hope everyone got the logic till here. Am I done till here, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now listen. Once I mark the nodes, then comes whether I need to analyze my individual meshes clockwise or anti-clockwise. That's what I told at the beginning. So default, we will take analysis in terms of clockwise. Default. If you are willing to do anti-clockwise also, not a problem. What I told, I hope you understood. Whether you assume clockwise or anti-clockwise, just make sure answer should be positive. If you get current as negative, it means that current is not negative. It means that the assumption what we have considered should be reverse way. Am I done? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. So after marking node, first step, second step is you need to mark the clockwise or anti-clockwise. Now, what is the current flowing in this mesh 1? I can designate as I1 and similarly I2. Done here? You got step number 3?
Yes,
After clockwise, then I make I1, I2. That is what I should find, right? So they will ask, apply a mesh analysis for the electrical network shown below. So till here, any doubts, anyone? Till here, any doubts, anyone?
No, sir.
Is it fine? Shall I
Yes.
proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now listen, before analyzing, we just make some note here. So just make a note, just check out, is it visible what I'm writing? Note, is it visible here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now listen carefully. You can see resistors here, right? See, we will assume that always current flows from positive to negative. You can do reverse also, not a problem. So listen carefully. We will assume that the flow of current takes place from plus to minus. So whenever you deal with plus to minus, you need to designate with negative. I'll repeat. Whenever you analyze with respect to resistor plus to minus analysis, then you should write negative value. What is the negative value? We'll discuss. You just remember this much now. Okay. Similarly, if you're analyzing a voltage source from plus to minus, you should designate negative. Whenever you designate or analyze the voltage source from plus to minus, you should have your mind, the value should be negative. Similarly, from minus to plus. So minus to plus, if we analyze, so then it should be positive. Am I done? Everyone got what I wrote here? This is required while analyzing, that's what I'm telling. Understand, whenever you analyze, see here I am making assumption that let current flows from plus to minus. If it is so in case of resistor, then the value you should designate with negative. Am I done with that first point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Similarly, whenever you analyze respect to voltage source, that is your DC, plus to minus. See in this symbol, the bigger one is called plus, smaller one is called minus. I hope you remember this battery, plus minus, and here it is minus plus. So whenever you analyze from plus to minus, designate the voltage with negative. So second point is done. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, the last category, if you analyze the thing of voltage source from minus to plus, then designate with positive. Designate with positive. So this 3 point, everyone got? Have you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, with this into consideration, I will try to explain you how to write a mesh equation for mesh 1 as well as mesh 2 and then how to simplify it. So any doubts, anyone still here? Shall I proceed? Yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If anybody have doubts, see, this is a very, very important topic. If you know how to apply KCL, KVL, then automatically you understand the modules easily. So shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this part, you just make a note. Just check out if I write here, is it visible? If I write here, you just check out, is it visible? So let me apply mesh analysis for the mesh. Which is the mesh? What is the mesh name now? A, B, D and A. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm trying to apply my mesh analysis or loop analysis. Both are same only. So for the first category. Now listen. So I will start from point A. So this is what I have taken, right? So from here I will start. What I told, this is for your reference. If you want to write, otherwise no problem. So my assumption is from here I am tracing. So now I am going plus to minus. Plus to minus. So what is the current flowing here?
Minus I1, sir.
So the value of current becomes negative. Artha agtidya go.
Yes,
See,
sir.
in general, listen carefully. This is nothing but your Vx. Nothing but voltage across 2 ohm. So how will you find voltage? Ohm's law. I is equals to,
V
sorry, V is equals to I
IR.
into R. Do you remember the Ohm's law, everyone?
Yes, sir.
V is equals to I into R. Now, I want that. I need to write this in this form. So what I told, I into R. What is the current flowing across this? 2 ohm now?
Minus I1, sir.
I1. So we will stick on to I1 first. Later I will put minus. I will put just I1. What is R value?
2, sir.
R value is 2. Right. Since the current flow is from plus to minus, what I told, the value should be designated with
Negative.
So that's why I wrote it as minus 2I1. Any doubts, anyone with this point? Any doubts how I wrote this? I just made V is equals to I into R form. Current I becomes I1 and R is 2 ohm. Understood here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now listen. So I am coming in this way. I am here now. So current is going again plus minus in this direction. Now listen carefully. This 4 ohm is not separately for this or separately for this. It is lying exactly in between mesh and mesh 2. Agree? 4
Yes,
ohm is
Yes.
between mesh 1 and mesh 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now analyze. So again plus to minus comes means I should write minus. So value of resistor is 4. Now tell me what we will write for the current. I can't
I1
write 4I1 directly. Can you? Because across this 4 ohm, both currents are flowing. Then how to designate?
4
I1 plus I2.
I1 plus I2.
You should not do I1 plus, you should do I1 minus I2. It means that, listen, simple thing, when you are giving priority to mesh 1, I will think that mesh 1 current is more than mesh 2. We are assuming, that's all. It is not exactly, it may be reverse also. So we will consider that mesh 1 is having highest priority, right? So that's why I will write this is more than this. So hence you should not add, you should subtract. So I can write 4 into I1 minus I2. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Any doubts, anyone? Have you got what I wrote? How I wrote minus 4 I1 minus I2?
So can you explain again, sir?
Yeah, I'll repeat. So everyone got this first part. I'm tracing from here. So I wrote minus 2 I1. Then I came here. So this 4 was, or it is between mesh 1 and mesh 2. So it means across 4 ohm, both the currents are flowing. Both the currents are flowing. Correct now? So when you have such kind of things, you just check out I am in which mesh. So if you are currently in mesh 1, so I will give preference to my I1 as more than I2. So I will designate as I1 minus I2. Similarly, if you are in mesh 2, then what you should do? You should do I2 minus I1. Artha aita?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
now we wrote minus 4 I1 minus I2. I have ended here. So I'm coming back now. Like this. I'm tracing. Now look at here. voltage source is from minus to plus or plus to minus?
Minus to plus.
Minus two.
Minus to plus.
Minus to plus. What I told, if I come from minus to plus,
Positive.
positive, it means plus 10. So I have ended here. I have completely analyzed the thing starting from A and ending with A. So analysis is done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I can make equal to 0. Artha aitappa? Anybody want me to repeat any step? You can ask
Yes,
me, I'll
sir.
repeat. Yeah? Everyone got? So I'll repeat once more. Minus 2 I1 minus 4. Since it is in first mesh, I1 minus I2. Then coming here,
Sir, your
since
voice
the
is
flow
breaking,
is from minus to plus, I told minus to plus means positive. That's why I wrote plus 10 because value is given as 10. So we have ended here equal to 0. Am I done till here? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now what you should do? You need to write this expression in terms of I1 and I2. So you can multiply this, you can expand. So how it looks? It looks like minus 2 I1 minus 4 I1 plus 4 I2 plus 10 equal to 0. Okay. So let me get only in terms of IN minus 6 I1 plus 4 I2 plus 10 equal to 0. So is it fine till here, everyone? Is it visible? Board is visible fully?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, whatever constant term is there, you can pull it to RHS. Whatever constant terms you have, you can pull it to RHS. So what is left out now? Minus 6 I1 plus 4 I2 equals to minus 10. So this is your equation number 1. So any doubts, anyone to write equation number 1? Anyone? Doubts the
No, sir.
See, you can understand just a simple KVL itself taking one complete class. Why I am taking means from next onwards you should not be having doubt. So you should apply KVL straight away, right? So for that purpose I am writing step by step clearly to make you understand what is the meaning of KVL. So I hope everyone got this. Is it fine? Everyone, is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you tell me for mesh 2. So just look at here, if I write here, is it visible? So mesh 2.
Minus
So what was
5
mesh number?
I2.
B, C, D and B. Is it visible what I'm writing here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you should tell me the equation. So from here I'm going to trace. Yeah, trace, tell me.
Minus 5 I2.
Good. See, across 5, I2 is flowing, right? So minus 5, I2,
Minus
minus to plus.
plus 5
Plus
I.
1.
Plus 5
Plus
I.
5. Good. Next. Yeah, now listen carefully. See this, I told you, I have made assumption that current flows from plus to minus. If it is plus to minus this side, when it trace in this way, plus is here, minus is here. Agree? Everyone agree?
Yes, sir.
This plus minus whatever that is for this particular mesh. If I am tracing here, I should go plus to minus, right? So plus and minus for your reference. Yeah, continue. Minus.
Minus 4 I2 minus I1.
Anything left out?
No, sir.
Equal to 0. So I hope everyone got why I wrote I2 minus I1 now. Whichever mesh you have, for that you give highest priority. That is why we got I2 minus I1. So now if we simplify this, so I'll write answer directly. So 4 I1, then you will be having minus 9 I2 equals to minus 5. Is it what equation number 2? Just check out once. I'll just wrote directly. Minus minus become plus. Minus 4 I1 and minus 5. Minus 4 become minus 9 I2 and this plus 5 are shifted to RHS. So is it what equation 1 and 2?
Yes,
Everyone.
Yes, sir.
So any doubts, anyone till here? Any doubts, anyone till here? Is it fine here, everyone? Yeah. So now tell me how to solve two equations. How will you solve two unknowns, two equations? Minus 6i1 plus 4i2 equals to minus 10 is one equation. 4i1 minus 9i2 equal to minus 5 is one more equation. We'll apply simultaneous equation here.
Yes, sir. Simultaneously.
Yeah, you calculate and tell me what is I1, I2 now.
I1 is 2.8947 ampere, sir.
Positive,
Yes, sir.
Negative, sir.
8947.
2.89. See, don't forget to write the units. Unit for current is amp. If you miss
Ampere.
this unit, you're going to lose half of marks. So if you miss 4 unit, 2 marks gone there only. So be alert. Voltage V, power watts, current A, so resistance ohm, everything should be there. So what about I2?
1.8421.
Yeah, others check out. Is it same
Ampere.
answer? What is your friend told? Will you get positive answers only?
Sir, it's actually negative. So
Which one, ma?
It's negative, sir.
I1, I2, ಎರಡು negative,
Yes, sir.
Okay, just check out here. So you're going to get minus for both.
Yes, sir. Negative, sir.
Okay, good. Answer is correct, right? You will get answer as same. Symbol will be reference. So it means what? Whatever the analysis I have taken clockwise, I should have done anti-clockwise to get it as positive. Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
So I hope everyone know how to do calculation of 2 unknowns, 3 unknowns in calculator. Do you know how to calculate 2 unknowns, 3 unknowns in calculator? Yes or no, yeah? Yeah? I'm asking you people only. Do you know how to calculate 2 unknowns, 3 unknowns using calculator?
Yes, sir.
No.
Okay, someone is saying yes, someone is saying no. Yeah, those who said yes, you can open your calci so that I can tell them if you were able to. I didn't bought calci here. So if you get the calci, I will tell you how to get it. Can anyone turn on the video with calculator so that we will teach for others also? So any doubts, anyone till here? Have you got the logic of KCL? Sorry, KVL? So you got the importance now? See, understanding itself, it takes almost one class. So from next time onwards, so now you got the logic, you just keep applying your logic to this and we'll try to implement for Laplace transform formula. Am I clear, everyone? Anyone can open the calci? No, huh? No one is having calculator? Jayant, is it possible turn on the video here? Calci with calci?
Sir, I'm using a laptop, sir. Is it all right?
Yeah, Jayant?
I'm using a laptop, sir. Is it all right, sir?
Who is using mobile phone? If not, we'll do next class, not a problem. So if we're not getting how to get in calci, you just apply normal simultaneous equation, get the answer. 2 unknown, 2 equations, you can get the answer. So in the next class, I will teach you how to apply using calculator. So am I done with the logic of this? Any doubts, anyone?
Yes. No doubt, sir.
Okay. So let me add few changes to this. So is it done? The problem is done. So from next model 1 onwards, so I am not going to stress the things much like today because I already made you out to understand what is the meaning of KVL. See, same question they will ask you to solve using Cramer's rule. Okay, so Cramer's rule for 2 unknowns, 3 unknowns, how to do, that is there in model number 1. You have to make use of your determinant concept. Determinant concept. I hope you know determinants. Everyone? Do you know this determinant concept? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So your determinants concept will come for Cramer's rule. That we will discuss when we deal with model number 1. But for this Laplace module, applying of KVL is enough. So here I will add inductor and capacitor and I will teach you. If there is an inductor in this network, I need to put differentiation d by dt. So I just need to put how you analyze here no for resistor. So if it is inductor, d by dt into I1. Okay. If it is a capacitor, you need to apply integral IN into dt. So this is a two change. You need to analyze. Procedure remains same. Only thing is wherever you put I1. So if there is a inductor d by t, if there is a capacitor, integral of I1. Am I clear? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you just try to solve this. I'll just change the question here. So if anybody have any doubts regarding internal syllabus, so let me know. So next class we'll do revision, or else we can conduct something else. Just look at the question. How many mesh you have now?
3 meshes and 4 loops.
3 meshes and 4 loops. Good. Yeah, look at here. I'll just mention the values for you. Just write down the value. So question is visible. Question is visible.
Sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
look at here. This 2 and 4 are in series, right?
Yes, sir.
2 and 4 in
Yes, sir.
series. Can I make it to 1?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? You can make this with 1 resistor. So it means it look like this. This part look like this. So this becomes 6. So this remaining as it is. Okay now? Will you solve this? Everyone wrote on a question? So if you analyze this series, whenever you see series connection, directly you can write the equivalent of that and try to apply the logic what we have understood. Is it fine, everyone?
Sir, can you please tell
Yes,
the
sir.
value of the last source, sir, voltage source?
6 volt. So one is 5 volt, 2 volt, and last is 6 volt. Okay now? So values are 5. Here this combination is 6. Next 5, again 6. Is it fine?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So you need to get the answer of what? How many answers you will get now?
3.
I1, I2,
Three.
I3. Good. Yeah. You can answer attendance. See, if you have any doubt for the internal syllabus, you can ask in the next class, or else we'll continue. So here's number 1,
Present, sir.
2, 2 is there, 3, Abhishek, okay, 4,
Present, sir.
5, yeah, you can
Present,
enter yours
sir.
and you can leave here. Those are finished. 4 is done, 5,
Present,
6,
sir.
yeah, 6,
Present, sir.
7,
Present, sir.
8,
Present, sir.
9,
8 present, sir.
yeah, given number. 10,
Present, sir.
11,
Present, sir.
12 is not there. 13,
Present, sir.
14,
Present, sir.
15,
Present, sir.
16,
Present, sir.
17 is not there. Bharat. 18,
Present, sir.
19, Bhargavi is also not there. 20,
Present, sir.
21,
Present, sir.
22,
Present, sir.
23,
Present, sir.
24,
Present, sir.
25, Shreyas, 26,
Present, sir.
27,
Present, sir.
28,
Present, sir.
29,
Present, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
31, Chaitanya. Chetan is not there. 32,
Present, sir.
33,
Present, sir.
34,
Present, sir.
35,
Present, sir.
36,
Present, sir.
37,
Present, sir.
38,
Present, sir.
39, Dhanush not there. 40,
Present, sir.
41, 42,
Present, sir.
43,
Present, sir.
44 not there. 45,
Present, sir.
46,
Present, sir.
47,
Present, sir.
48, 49, Sumit. Okay, fine. Fine. Enter yourself.
Sir,
You can
Pranav.
leave.
96.
Sumit is there?
Sir, 96, Pranav.
Yeah, Pranav, given. Okay, fine.